when we were all working so hard together in 2006 to try to get a Democratic Senate and a Democratic House, I think we kept in mind three priorities. I'd like to talk about them today. First, we've got to fix our foreign policy post 9/11. This war in Iraq has been a disaster, and our top priority has been to try to figure out a way to redeploy our troops from Iraq so we can focus on those that actually attacked us. We haven't made enough progress, but at least a couple of weeks ago, for the first time, a majority of the United States Senate voted with some Republicans for a binding deadline to end the war. That has got to continue to be our top priority. Secondly, though, we have to fix these things that have been harmed in America under the Bush administration. We've made some progress. We have actually increased the minimum wage. We have passed a much less oil-dependent energy bill in the United States Senate. We are about to pass the strongest lobbying and ethics bill in 30 years in response to the Abramoff scandal. So those are things that have moved in the right direction, and much more has to happen. But we can't forget the third priority, and that is there has to be some accountability for the abuses of this administration. And that is why this week I proposed censure resolutions, a censuring of the President of the United States and the Vice President, Dick Cheney, on the way they took us into war in Iraq and the way they have misled us to keep us in the war in Iraq. This is the biggest foreign policy mistake in American history. We cannot just leave the slate open and have our children and grandchildren say, what did you do about it? The other censure resolution has to do with the President and this Attorney General Gonzales, who have mounted a full-scale assault on the rule of law, an illegal wiretapping program, abuses under the Patriot Act, an attack on the international laws and domestic laws relating to torture and the writ of habeas corpus, and the U.S. Attorney scandal. The attack on the rule of law has been scandalous, and we have got to pass a resolution that censures the President and the Attorney General for this outrageous conduct. I hope you will join me as I put together these resolutions, and I'll tell you, as you read through the different choices of things to put, your blood starts to boil when you realize how outrageous this administration has been. But we will have support, and we will be introducing these censure resolutions, and I hope you'll help us pass them.